I
haven't been able to record inside the job. I don't think it's time yet to do that, because I'm still learning a lot of different stuff, and also haven't been recording in the house either. Lots going on, but I still have my eye on the prize, right? The goals are still there, still working towards them, still achievable, right? Because working forever is kind of crazy. You feel me? Yeah, sugar dig. So sometimes you got to take a little detour. And I haven't posted a video in 2 days and I haven't posted on the weekends. So everything in my life's changed. New house, new job, new almost everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. It's just like I'm working towards it right now. You know, I'm just working towards it. But one of the things is like thinking about what's going on in the world and how it's all progressing and how it's going to change our lives for the better. Because here's the thing about us. We're a tribal people. But we're also a collective. So the way that works is we're our individual atoms, because the atom is not a they say it's a nucleus, a photon, and an electron in one spinning around each other. But actually an atom is actually just a bunch of particles that are not stationary, and they can pop up in any different place within that atom. So we're actually like an atom that within the tribe, we're like an atom, and then all of the tribes are like the human body. Okay, so each family is a tribe. Each family that comes together, right, builds up until you have a nation. See, where a lot of people went wrong is they were trying to figure out the structure of society that we had. It was more like a theocracy, to be honest. And in that we are autonomous in how we think, move, and react to different things and other people. So there's no way to structurally destroy a people that are not like-minded. Now, we are moving in the same direction, right, as a nation of people, but we're not moving in the same direction, the same way, with the same thought processes and the same motivations. That's the difference. Every other people do it like we're a great nation. We all think alike. We're all the same. My family's your family. No. That's not how we operate. It's like more like gangs, right? And then in the gangs, you have factions in the gangs, right? And in that, the greater gang may be the Jolly Stompers, but then in the Jolly Stompers, you have 5 or 6 different factions within it that have different leaders within it. That's where states, governors, mayors, senators, congressmen. That's where all that comes from. A structure of individual tribes, but we are one, but we're individual tribes. And those tribes pick who they want to represent them, who best reflects them, and that's how we move. Now, we didn't know that about ourselves because they stole one, our history, our name, and our location. They stole those three things. And then they stole the other three things. Our autonomy, right? Which is food, water, and shelter. Our intellectual capacity, meaning our schools, and then our so I guess those are two, right? Our autonomy, which is food, water, and shelter, and then our intellectual capacity for education and innovation and creation. Because those two things literally encompass everything, right? Because innovators are going to build homes, they're going to build buildings, they're going to build schools, they're going to build farmers markets, they're going to build cell phones, they're going to build cars, they're going to build everything and anything that you can think of. That's what they're going to do. That's just how innovation works. Now we're working towards building that back up. It's Jacob's ladder, right? We went down Jacob's ladder. We was at the top. We went down Jacob's ladder, right? It also represents the chakras, right? From purple to dark red, right? It represents that as well. And we went down that. Now we're building our way back up that to being at the top of Jacob's ladder, which is the pinnacle of spirituality. Spirituality is just mind over matter. Spirituality is mind over matter. Okay? We get confused with this. We get lost with this. And to diminish people's confusion and loss for words, I guess you would say. Or, yeah. It's mind over matter. That's what Hermeticism is. That's what Gnosticism is. That's what Taoism is. That's what all that is. The other three, the other religions, the Bible, they give you some of it, but it's more of a historical, moral thing. Islam, Hinduism, Zoroastrianism, they're just giving you an overarching thing. They're not giving you a full spiritual explanation. But Hinduism, Rosicrucians, right? Rosicrucianism, Hinduism, Gnosticism, Sufism, it's all mind over the matter. Now, that's another part of things that a lot of people are getting confused with too. Patriarchy versus matriarchy. Women are advocating for matriarchy, but they can't explain it. What is it? What is matriarchy? You can't explain it. If you look at today with all the women and what they do, it all emulates men. Working, playing sports, right? Yeah, those two. That encompasses everything. Oh, fighting, military, How is that? Where's the matriarchy in the women? Is that them just saying, "Oh, I want a man to work, and then he gives me money, $50,000 a month, and I do whatever I want to do, and then it pays my bills, and then I don't have to cook, clean, grow food, raise the kids, do none of that. I don't have to do none of that because of patriarchy." But what is matriarchy? I'm tired of talking about patriarchy. I want to know what matriarchy is. Now, in my mind, matriarchy is supposed to run the government. Or senators, be congresswomen, governors. And the men are supposed to be the military force, the protectors, the builders. Right? But because they're so out of whack, everything is so out of whack, we don't really understand our position or place within the societal structure or the civilization structure. Okay? So I'm cool with what's going on, I'm cool with what's going on. But I'm also not going to fall for other people's nonsense about all of this. But basically, all I'm saying is we have an opportunity to situate ourselves in a better position as a people, as a civilization, with the Iran and American war. Now, you have Israelites out here, you have Moors, you have that's our stuff, right? Not the Christianity you see, and not the Islam that you see. That's not us. That's somebody else's form of traditions and culture that we've already established eons ago. And yeah, I said eons. I mean it. I'm talking about before Plato. I'm talking about Atlantis. These structures were there in those times. You don't believe me? Oh, well, too bad. I'm not going to prove myself to you, because I really don't care if you believe me or not. I know I'm right. That's the thing about this whole thing. We care too much about if other people believes us, or if I can prove myself. I don't need to prove myself. You take a look within yourself, and you observe yourself and observe humanity, men, women, culture, and look at it spiritually, and you'll see what I'm saying is true. Anyway,